I will present to you the next U.S. Senator from the state of New Jersey, a Republican, a great Republican, Joe Kyrillos.
Chairman Gilmore, thank you so very, very much. What a great, great introduction. And what a great crowd. I am so gratified. Thank you, everybody. I know you're here for us, and I'm grateful, but I know it's bigger than us. You're here because you care about America. Our fellow Americans who are out of work or who are underemployed. You're here because of this debt crisis that faces the United States of America, and you're worried about our kids. You're worried about our standing in the world. And we've got a Congress in Washington, D.C. that doesn't match the greatness of the people. In Washington, D.C., they're unwilling to act. They can't make a decision. And we know my opponent, Bob Menendez. We're going to get more of the same. I served with him, and he voted for every Florio tax hike there was. We're going to get more spending, more taxes, more job-killing regulation. When he started, the unemployment rate was nearly half of what it is today. The annual deficit has quadrupled since he's been there. How about gasoline prices that might hit $5, $6 a gallon? How about that? How about a no vote on the Keystone Pipeline just last Thursday night? Outrageous. So my opponent is going to be exposed for having no record, no achievements, no real accomplishments in his tenure. Now, I'm going to be a different senator, ladies and gentlemen. I can assure you of that. We're going to focus like a laser beam on jobs and the economy. We're going to reward hard work and free enterprise and vote for legislation and vote for principles that are going to expand freedom and opportunity. We're going to deal with our tax problems. We're going to lower tax rates. We're going to make America competitive again. We're going to deal with our spending problems and our debt crisis. We're going to face the challenges head on and deal with them honestly. That's my pledge to all of you. America understands that we must do better. And the people of the state know that we have a disproportionate responsibility to do a big favor for the country at large and elect a different kind of United States Senator. And the people know better for this reason. They know that we can go the John Corzine way, the Bob Menendez way, or the Christie way. And so we'll be telling people that that we need to do in Washington, D.C., what we started to do right here in Trenton and in New Jersey at large. We elected a great new leader. We balanced budgets without tax increases. We took on our entitlement challenges. We passed important bipartisan reform legislation. We're getting this economy moving again, so people get it. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you the 55th governor of the state of New Jersey, my friend. I'm so honored that he's here, and by my side, Governor Christie.
Thank you all so much. It's a great looking room. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. And I want to tell you, this is particularly special for me. When as leader of the party, you get to endorse a friend. You get to endorse someone who has been loyal to our party and loyal to our state and loyal to our country for his entire career. And he has proven over and over and over again that he cares about the people who have elected him to serve, and he cares about making his community and his state and his country a better place. The United States Senate is going to be a much greater place come January when Joe Kyrillos is there representing New Jersey. you all need to understand this. It matters who you vote for. You know, we have cynical people at times in our state and around the country who will say, yeah, well, these politicians are all the same. It doesn't matter who we vote for because the result will be the same. They're all out for themselves. They're not there for us. Well, the cynics are going to be proven wrong in November because it is going to make a huge difference for New Jersey and America when Joe Kyrillos replaces Bob Menendez in the United States Senate. You know that he's a guy who's going to first and foremost promote policies that are going to create jobs in the private sector for people all across New Jersey and our country. You know that he's going to be someone who's going to vote for a simpler, flatter, smaller tax code to make it simpler and easier for the American people to make their money and keep it. He is going to stand up for cutting wasteful spending so that we can spend the money you send us on the things that are priorities for you and for your family, for better education for our children, for a strong defense of our country around the world, for the things that matter most in making America what it is. He will stand up for making sure that this simple proposition that he stood for his whole career, he'll continue to stand for in Washington. You know how to spend your money better than Washington, D.C. does. You need to keep more of it. No one expected us to win in 2009. Everybody told me that we were going to lose to John Corzine because that's what always happens. And the same people are telling Joe Kyrillos the same thing. They were wrong in 2009. They're going to be wrong in 2012. Joe has stood up and stood strong for what he believes in. Susan and Max and Georgia are standing up for what they believe in. They are putting their effort and their heart and their soul where their beliefs are. And we got to stand with them. No matter what the polls show on any particular day, he is the right person at the right time who will do the right thing for our country. You have no alternative but to stand up and do the right thing by him. We need to get this man elected in November. We can't do it without you. This could be the race that puts the Republican Party back in control of the United States Senate, because when he wins, tell him this race matters, because when Joe Kyrillos wins, Harry Reid will be out as majority leader in the U.S. Senate. You call your friends in New York and you tell them this race should matter to them. So we're going to be back to you, and we're going to be asking you to help more. You looking at your neighbor or your friend or your business colleague or your family member and being able to look him in the eye next October and say to them, I know this guy. I've met him. I've looked him in the eye. I've taken the measure of him. He is the right man for the job, and I am telling you, you need to vote for him. There's nothing more powerful than that. And so your job is not done tonight. The adventure is just beginning. He stood with me in 2009, was chairman of my campaign, and led us to victory in 2009. We will do nothing less for him in 2012. Let's get started tonight. Thank you all very much.